What if I told you that your security could be breached in the next 24 hours? That scammers are targeting you right now, and that your browser, yes, the one you're using to watch this video, has a critical vulnerability that hackers are already exploiting? Sounds terrifying, right? Well, it's happening and you could be next. But don't panic. I've got the info you need to stay safe. In today's video, we'll reveal 3 massive cybersecurity threats that are unfolding right now, and they could affect you at any moment. We'll start with KOKA's Internet Security Plan, which could save your business or personal data from disaster. Then I'll break down the sneaky scams targeting people during hurricanes and other disasters. Scammers know no bounds when it comes to exploiting people's fears. And finally, if you're using Firefox, listen up. A 0-day vulnerability has been discovered and millions are at risk. Stay with me because I'm about to show you how to keep your digital life safe right now. Part 1. KOKA's Internet Security Plan. In a world of constant cyber attacks, simply having a firewall and antivirus software isn't enough anymore. That's where KOKA's Internet Security Plan comes in. An advanced, multi-layered defense strategy created by cybersecurity expert John KOKA. Here's why this plan is gaining serious attention. It doesn't just stop hackers from getting in, it keeps them out even if they manage to breach your defenses. How? By creating multiple layers of protection that work together like an impenetrable fortress. Breaking down KOKA's plan: network segmentation. Ever heard the phrase, "Don't put all your eggs in one basket"? KOKA's plan splits your network into segments, so even if one area is compromised, the rest remains safe. This is huge for businesses and even home networks, protecting everything from personal devices to sensitive business data. AI-powered threat detection. What makes KOKA's plan stand out is the AI-driven threat detection that monitors unusual behavior in real time. Imagine having a digital bodyguard scanning for any suspicious activity 24/7. Zero trust policy. It sounds harsh, but in cybersecurity, trust is a weakness. KOKA's plan follows a zero trust model, which means every single device, user, and connection needs to be verified. No blind trust allowed. This blocks hackers who try to infiltrate through phishing attacks or stolen credentials. Why this matters to you. You don't need to run a Fortune 500 company to benefit from this plan. If you care about your personal privacy, bank details, and even your kids' online safety, implementing a similar security strategy at home can protect your devices and data from increasingly sophisticated hackers. Part 2. The rise of hurricane scams. Picture this. A devastating hurricane hits. People are desperate for help, rushing to donate to relief efforts or scrambling for government aid. Unfortunately, scammers know this too and are lurking, ready to strike at the moment you're most vulnerable. It's a cruel reality, but these hurricane scams are surging, targeting people who are trying to help or those needing help. Let's break it down. Types of hurricane scams: fake charity websites. After every major hurricane, dozens of fraudulent websites pop up, posing as disaster relief organizations. These scams are designed to steal donations meant for victims. They look legitimate: logos, testimonials, heart-wrenching stories, but in reality, they're siphoning your money. Phishing scams. You get an email or text from what looks like the Red Cross or FEMA asking for a quick donation to help families in need. The truth? It's a scammer trying to steal your financial information. These phishing emails and messages are shockingly convincing, often featuring logos and professional designs. Emergency relief fraud scammers are even posing as government officials, offering fraudulent emergency assistance or claiming they can expedite your relief funds for a fee, of course. This scam is particularly dangerous because it often targets those in desperate situations. How to spot and avoid hurricane scams: double-check URLs. Always look for secure URLs, the ones that start with HTTPS, and avoid clicking on unsolicited links. Legitimate charities often use well-known domains like .org. Verify charity legitimacy. Use websites like Charity Navigator to ensure the organization you're donating to is credible. Report suspicious activity. If something feels off, report the scam to the FTC or your local authorities to help protect others. A real-life example. In 2023, after Hurricane Ian devastated parts of Florida, scammers set up more than 100 fake websites in just 48 hours. Tens of thousands of dollars were stolen before authorities caught wind of the scam. Don't let this happen to you. Part 3, Firefox Zero-Day Vulnerability. Now this one is big. If you're using Firefox right now, pause and listen carefully. Recently, a critical zero-day vulnerability was discovered in the Firefox browser. For those of you who aren't familiar, a zero-day refers to a flaw in software that hackers can exploit before the company can patch it. This means your browser could be compromised and you wouldn't even know it. So, what happened? Well, cybersecurity researchers uncovered a vulnerability that allows hackers to remotely execute code on your machine just by getting you to visit a malicious website. From there, they can steal your data, install malware, or worse, take over your entire system. This zero-day flaw affected millions of Firefox users before a patch was released. The dangerous part? Many users haven't updated their browsers yet, leaving them exposed to attack. What you need to do right now, update Firefox immediately. Head to your Firefox browser settings and check for updates. Mozilla has released a patch, but if you're still running an older version, you're at risk. Enable auto updates. Don't leave your security to chance. Enable auto updates for Firefox and all your other apps. This ensures you're always protected against the latest threats. Run a full system scan. If you've been using Firefox and suspect something might be off, run a complete scan with your antivirus software to check for malware. Why zero days are a big deal? Zero-day exploits are some of the most dangerous cyber threats because hackers target them before anyone even knows they exist. It's a race against time. Once the vulnerability is discovered, the company scrambles to patch it, but in the meantime, users remain vulnerable. Real-world impact. A similar zero-day vulnerability in Microsoft Exchange caused widespread chaos in 2021 as hackers compromised government systems, businesses, and personal accounts worldwide. This isn't just a minor inconvenience, it can lead to catastrophic breaches of personal and financial data. We've covered a lot today, from the power of Coca's Internet Security Plan to the rising danger of hurricane scams and the urgent threat of the Firefox zero-day vulnerability. The message is clear: your cybersecurity is only as strong as your weakest link. So take action today. Start implementing Coca's layered defense strategy to protect your home or business network. Be cautious and vigilant with disaster-related scams, especially during times of crisis. And most importantly, update your Firefox browser now to close the door on hackers. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out on future updates. Drop a comment below. Let's talk about your experience with phishing scams or any tips you have for staying safe online. Your story might just help someone else avoid a cyber disaster. Until next time, stay smart, stay secure.